Hi guys, we're doing a nice little bait demo today, and I've got a very little interesting bait that I want to show you guys that works very well for me when there's a lot of small fish around picking at the bait, and you want to throw a bait like a mackerel head, or depending on the size of your chokka, what size fish head you can get into your chokka, and that this bait actually protects that mackerel head or sardine head or red eye head from those little fish picking at it, and it just gives your bait a little bit longer in the water before the peckers actually destroy it. Now when you talk about peckers, we talk about small little fish that are around and they're picking at your bait, and often it's a very big irritation if you're fishing for a big fish and you cast this beautiful soft meaty bait, and as you land those little fish just pick it away and there's nothing left. So you can call this little protective bait. The way I do it, the chokka protects the head inside for that 10-15 minutes longer, just to give you enough time to get that bite that you require. Alright, so basically it doesn't have to be mackerel. I'm going to use mackerel here as an example. You'll see what I mean. It can be any fishy bait, red eye, sardine, a little bonnie, anything that can work or fit into the chokka as the way I'm going to do it. First thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to clean my chokka, take out all the guts and take all the skin off my chokka. Alright, so I've got this beautiful fresh chokka. It's not often we get this beautiful chokka anymore in KZN, so I was lucky to get this. And take the skin off, and what I require is just this white meat. And then I'm going to pull the head out of it. I'm not going to cut this chokka at all like I normally do. I'm going to pull the head and the guts out. And I always keep this because I like using the head for a bait after my chokka is finished. And now I'm going to take out all the guts and everything on the inside. Squeeze it out. I want this tube empty. Take my finger and dig out the guts. A bit of a messy story, but it's got to be done. Alright, so what we're left with is just the chokka tube. The head's out and all the guts are out, so it's an empty tube of chokka. Alright, so all I do now, I take my mackerel here and I shove the mackerel into that tube. Alright, so we've got our mackerel inside our chokka sleeve. I'm going to put a dingle in it, so obviously I'm going to measure the size of my bait I want. And then cut off the chokka and the mackerel at the same time. With this side, then I can do exactly the same bait on this side here. So my second bait will be this side here. So I'll do two baits similar, and that piece of chokka that's left I will use as well. Alright, so let's just do the one bait now. I'll put this aside. So from here it's a normal story. Take my dingle, push it through my mackerel head, put it through the bait into the mouth of my mackerel, turn it. So I've got the little dingle in the mouth of the mackerel there, and then I'm just going to put the hook through. Through the dingle. Just make sure you catch the dingle. Through the chokka, through the dingle. You can see the dingle sticking out there through the chokka, so I've got it. And we've got that so far. So as you can see, we've got this protection over the mackerel head from the smaller fish. I grab my cotton and cotton this on. And then I'm going to take this piece of chokka that's left, cut it nice and square. Sorry, just give it a bit of shape there on the ends. So as you can see, I'm not hitting this chokka with a chokka hammer at all. The whole idea is to keep it nice and tough, because we are trying to prevent the smaller fish from picking off or picking into our head. So I take my chokka, hook it onto the hook like that, measure where my dingle sits, take my knife, cut the slit where the dingle goes, push the dingle through and wrap it around, and then cotton again. I'm done. A few off hitches to finish it off with. And there we go. So it's a nice tough little bait with a tough chokka on the outside, protecting the mackerel head on the inside. So the small little fish will come and try and pick on it. It'll take them much longer to destroy the bait than it would normally take them, and that just gives you the opportunity to get the fish that you're targeting with that bloody smell still on the inside. And as I say, the chokka is not hit with a chokka hammer. We want to keep it nice and tough, and it's a nice protected bait against the small little peckers.